what's up guys, it's Sam and welcome back to a Clash of Clans video. Today I'm not going to be attacking or blah or blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to be talking about how to make a good base. There's a few reasons for that. First, just because it's a helpful thing to know, and second, because I don't really have anything planned because I have troops training right now for another video, but I can't do that because I don't feel like jamming my troops. And I've already done a bunch of series 2 recently, so I don't want to stack up on them too much. So first of all, let's start with a normal say hi to YouTube, and I spelled it right. I'm actually going to start a YouTube channel. What are the odds? So, let's just talk. In any good base, you want to make sure, I'm going to start with my favorite defense. You want to make sure you have your mortars covering as much of the base as possible. As you can see here, there is literally the entire base except for little corners like right here are being covered by a mortar. Mortars are so important. If anyone puts any tier 1 troops down, especially for like Barch, then mortars can really decimate them. So use mortars well, and yeah, just use them very wisely. Those should be one of the first things you upgrade. I'm probably going to go in order of upgrading. So this is both how to make a good base and what to upgrade first. I did one a while ago. It was like my second video was so horrible. Off topic, but wizard towers. You also want to make sure your wizard towers are covering a vital area where they can hit a bunch of different buildings. So you can see right here, my friend who made this base did a really good job. He knows how to make a good base, but I don't think he really knew how really good it was. So, anyways, I'm just gonna kind of go at random now. But look, right here, hidden Teslas. They could be all over. They can be in one area. I kind of like having maybe 2 and 2. Let's see. Is anyone saying hi? Hi YouTube. All right. So, yeah. So, this base has them all like right near the town hall, which is kind of nice. But then if an attacker is coming and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get near, but then I see there's a huge gap. There can either be a bunch of giant bombs or a bunch of hidden Teslas. So I can easily get by these if I do this or do that or whatever. So, I don't know, maybe I would spread them out a little more. Make sure your mortars take up as much of the base as possible. Just when you're building it, either use a template or whatever you want to call it. That's very smart. Or just try to make sure that, see, they each are on the edge of each other's thing. Each other's radius. You can barely see it right there. Just barely in the range of that, like, except for, yeah, so it's fairly even. Your air defenses, again, you want to make sure that they're spread out, but even if they're not spread out, they always need to be upgraded highly, because if you have low upgraded air defenses and someone attacks you with balloons or Balloonian or dragons, you're screwed. They're gonna get 50% for almost completely sure. Unless all your other defenses are max, but really, please upgrade your air defenses. I'm not saying it to anyone in specific, just overall. So, also, I'm going to talk about putting defenses outside your walls. I'm sorry this is a little random, it's not a specific pattern of what I'm saying, but if you're going to put defenses outside your walls, make sure that everything else inside your walls is being covered by a defense, preferably by both air and ground. If there's a small space that's only air, only ground, you're gonna have to live with it. But look, Rach, let's just take that gold storage. That's covered. It's covered there. It's covered there. It's covered in a few areas. I guess you could say it's covered by that. So you want to have, especially your storages, among other things, you want to have those protected and covered by, preferably, I would say, at least 3 defenses. If you only have 2, it's much less likely that you're going to win, and they could destroy that, and that could be the extra 1, 2, 3%, depending on how much of your base it is. that they need. Sorry, I'm all congested all of a sudden. So, archer towers and cannons, you can, to me, I think you can take your time with them. You don't want to keep them too underleveled to max, but as long as they're 1 or 2 levels below, then I think you'll be fine. They're very helpful defenses. You have a lot of them. They're the only defense that you have a lot of. So, yeah. I don't know. You also make sure to place them at normal intervals. Oops, sorry. Boom Beach, you're for another day. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the next day. Maybe never. No, I'm just kidding. No. Excuse me. Alright, cannon. See, cannon, tower, archer, cannon. Blah, 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 blah. You can see that they're kind of a pair. If the cannon's a boy and the archer tower is a girl, I guess you could say that they're a couple and they need to stay together. So what else? Even if you're pushing, keep your storages inside your walls, because putting it out here will just end in disaster. Because you're gonna lose loot no matter what. Probably if you're pushing, because people are gonna get to that second layer, but then people don't even have to try. And although you think that they might just take it and go, it's unlikely they'll say, well, I already got some gold, now I'm going to go for the 50%, I'm going to go even for a 3-star. I'm jumping past the town hall. So, yeah, traps, in my opinion, I really don't care about. I really can't, I don't want to be biased or anything. They're just not really helpful, except for spring traps, but you can't upgrade spring traps, so make sure you have all your spring traps. Make sure you have them in strategic locations. Sorry for that moment of lag. But spring traps are good. Make sure your air bombs are alright, your air things. Also, your giant bombs, if you can put them in good places. Like, right now I have them on the outside, which is not the greatest idea. What I'm actually going to do here that'll help troll and is actually very funny. I can't find it. Oh, no. So I have some here, but if I want to, I'm going to move one right here. That's going to annoy someone. I bet you anything. The only defenses that, I guess the only ones that really don't help absolutely at all are bombs. Bombs are just for those, like, last minute things. If for some reason you have tier 1 troops running to get that last defense, and then they hit a bomb and they die, but that's really unlikely. Anyways, I don't know. I think this should be the last thing that I can really think of that's important. Keep your dark elixir, if anything, inside your walls. I mean, like drills or storages. Please do that. That will. Dark elixir becomes so important once you, like, my heroes are level 10. They should be high. I don't know. It's a very long story. I'll talk about dark elixir another day. So, sorry that you didn't get to see any attacks. I know it's slightly less interesting than normal, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.